Hi, my name is Vikram Singh and I'm a communication skills and OET coach. Students often ask me a very simple question, yet very difficult to answer at times. OET versus IELTS versus PT, whether they should go for OET, whether they should go for IELTS or they should go for PT, which is a new kid in the block. So let's do a comparative analysis of all these three. Before we do the comparative analysis, please subscribe this channel, share it with your friends and hit the bell notification icon so that you can keep getting a lot of information related to OET and all these exams. You will have tons of information on this channel, including the live demo and live drills of the students, which you will see in upcoming time. So let's go ahead and talk about all these three tests. So first, let's have a look into what are the commonalities in that. What are the common stuff? What is the common stuff, in fact, in these three tests? So OET, IELTS or PT, these have, two basic distinct parts. First one is comprehension and second one is expression. The comprehension part deals with the thoughts of somebody else. Somebody else might have said a few things and they are recorded in form of speaking extracts, and somebody must have written something that is recorded in form of text in reading skills test. So we have two kind of tests here. We have listening comprehension skill test and reading comprehension skill test. These two parts are quite quite difficult in any given exam because you are dealing with somebody else's thoughts. So they have their unique ways and unique vocabulary set that they use while talking and while writing. And second part, which deals with expressions of your own thoughts. So here you have speaking part and writing part. You have to speak about something on any given topic or maybe in a role play. And in writing part, either you have to write a letter like in OET, or in IELTS, you have to write one short paragraph and one essay, short essay, in fact, comprising 250 words. So this is what we do in two exams. And going ahead, first let's talk about OET, which we have spoken at length in the first video. OET is specifically for healthcare professionals, and it assesses your listening comprehension, or that we call auditory comprehension also, and your understanding of somebody else's thought in which are put in written format. Then you're writing your communication skills, because writing is your communication with somebody else. So how effectively you write something, especially a letter in case of OET, and speaking, how you talk to the patient or a relative of the patient. So this is something very unique. So while talking to the patient or a relative of the patients is a different ball game than talking about yourself in on any given topic. So here it is quite significant as far as OET is concerned. Then you have, IELTS. IELTS lasts for almost say 2 hours 45 minutes. OET lasts for 2 hours 50 minutes to be precise. If you check on internet, they will say 45, but if you calculate the entire time span, it is for 2 hours 50 minutes. So IELTS has, again, it's a central test, it is applicable for every kind of profession, every kind of academic pursuit. So you are a student or whether you are a professional, IELTS is a common test. So it has two versions, academic and general training. Again, it has four parts like OET, the listening part, reading part, writing part, and speaking, which we call LRSW, or we call it LRWS, whatever it is. So the general perception is like, LSRW, which is a natural flow. But as far as examination goes, we have divided into these four parts. Then purpose is immigration, study and work, whereas OET has a different kind of purpose. It is completely meant for healthcare professionals, and they check your communication skills in clinical setting. Remember that word. Now you have, PTE. PTE lasts for 2 hours precisely. It's a very easy test. You have speaking and writing in one common part. Then you have reading and you have listening test. So this is quite an easy test. These days people prefer it because it is Pearson test of the English language, and it is completely computer based test that we call online test. So you immediately get the score. It takes place 24 into 7, 7 days a week. So it is available to take anytime. So if you are in a hurry, you can take PT. But the downside is not every organization, not every university, not every professional organization accepts PTE score, because PTE is very easy. Anybody, any kid can go and crack it. No special training is required for that, unless your English is too poor. Next one is the comparative analysis, OET, IELTS and PTE. So here you need B or B plus, B plus, there is no B or A band. But in C you have C and C plus. Here in IELTS you need 6.5 or higher score. Here you need overall 58 to 60, going ahead with the score out of 90. So this is quite easy, and this is considered for both of them, university admissions, especially for students. However, IELTS has, one part which we call IELTS General, which is for working professionals, and that test is quite easy. So compared to academic one, re-evaluation you can go for, and you can retake the test. Both the facilities are available. Here you have to do the professional registration first, and then re-evaluate or retake facility is available. So this is completely uniquely for healthcare professionals. So this is kind of niche type of test, which is specially designed for the medical science students or professionals. Now you have recognition of English proficiency test. OET is for healthcare boards, healthcare universities, and medical colleges, etc. IELTS is for two things: employers and universities. PT is not for employers. PT again is for immigration authorities. A lot of immigration authorities consider PTE. PTE, I think, has been launched to fill the gap, because IELTS is a very, very specified test. And unless you have moderate to high level of linguistic skills, you cannot crack IELTS. So just to make the life easy, the life of students easy, they have launched PTE, which is quite easy to do. So this is how about the comparative analysis of all these three tests. Now let's talk about the, compared to other English tests, you get more with the OET. So the best part about OET is that if you are a healthcare professional, you don't have to read about economics, you don't have to read about geology, you don't have to read about microbiology, marine biology, anything. You just have to deal with the language which is related to your core profession, which is medical sciences. So this is the best part. Second part, the content is specially designed. It is facilitative for you so that you can talk to your colleagues or patients in healthcare or clinical settings. So this is a niche product, and ECFMG and in the USA, OET is the only test which is recognized by ECFMG in the USA, not IELTS and PTE. And then you have uh, 40 plus states 40 plus states of the USA and their territories of the USA. Both the test, OET and IELTS are accepted, but not PTE. US authorities don't accept PTE at all. Some authorities accept PTE in New Zealand, some in Australia, some in somewhere in England. Otherwise, most of the universities, top class universities, don't go for PTE, they go for IELTS. If you're going for higher studies, general purpose, and if you're specifically going for medical sciences, then you should go for OET. General Medicine Council of UK also recognize both of them, and Midwifery Council in the UK also recognizes the OET and IELTS. But in coming years, I'm sure that OET will be preferred by any healthcare societies, universities, hospitals across the world. So that's my guess. When it was started in 2018, it was not that much popular, and hardly any hospital in the UK or Australia were recognizing it, and in the US also. But it is gaining traction very fast across the globe. Thank you very much. This is it for the day. And again, I'm telling you, subscribe the channel and share it with your friends, those who are going to take OET. And in case you have any query, please put your comment in the comment box. Which part of OET is bothering you most? And I may help you. I have specifically designed material for vernacular medium students, Hindi medium students, or regional language medium students. I take you step by step to the toughest part of the test and make you clear it. Thank you very much. May God bless you all. Bye bye.